66th celebration of American history and its contributions to Africa. I am so excited that you all have joined us, and my name is Queen Njinga.
Hey.
I am Queen Njinga from the wonderful people of the Ndogo. And the Ndogo tribe of Matamba was known for its fierce warriors. We were one of the longest withstanding tribes that fought against Portuguese enslavement of my people. For years, before the Portuguese came to Africa, I taught my little children, just like some of you, how to make musical instruments. I taught them how to make basket weaving. I taught them how to learn. They were smart and born to be kings and queens. Do you know what I called them until they became kings and queens? Do you know? Princes and prince, because they were royalty. Royalty! But then the Portuguese came, and when the Portuguese came, I fought. I taught all of my people to fight, but I was not successful. I was not successful, and they took my little children to a land where they would not be happy. But you know what? My little children are going to meet some very awesome people. And those awesome people are going to teach them to become fierce, strong, and they're going to remind them that they are from kings and queens, and they're going to do awesome things. And today I'd like to introduce some of those people to you. Do you want to meet some of those awesome people? Yes. Well, the first awesome person you're going to learn about is a very, very dear friend to my people. He is none other than John Brown. Can we say John Brown? John Brown. John!
Over here.
John, will you come and talk to my children?
I can.
Thank you, John. Come talk to my children.
I am John Brown, and I am a illusionist. Currently pacing in my cell, awaiting my execution. And this is how it all ends. Harper's Ferry failed. I thought the enslaved would rise up. I thought a spark would ignite the flame. But the armory is silent. And I sit in chains. My wife, my children, I will not see them again. Was I wrong for doing this? No, for slavery is wrong. And the page is stuck.
Okay.
I get it. Hold that up. If my life must be the price, then let it be so. History may judge me, but my conscience guides me. Even in this cell, I believe freedom will come.
Do we know who John Brown was? So let me tell you the difference about today. Today, we are going to learn together, ask questions, and we're going to walk out with a lot more knowledge than we came in with. So John Brown, do you notice something? Does John look like a slave? Why doesn't John look like a slave? Say it.
He's white.
John is white. So why is John sitting in prison? Do you know why John is sitting in prison?
He spoke out against slavery.
Because
Not just
John
spoke out.
said slavery is bad. And if you will enslave people, then I am going to help them be free. But John got caught. And do you know that John has a wife and kids at home who are also white?
With a beard.
The kids? Regular kids. Regular kids.
Maybe the wife.
So wait a minute. If the slaves were black, why is John getting in trouble knowing he has a wife and kids at home?
I had strong beliefs in religion.
You know what that means? That you can believe something so much so that you'd be willing to die for it. John was convicted. Say that word. Convicted.
Convicted.
He had a moral conviction that people should not be slaves. You understand? John had a moral conviction that people should not be slaves. And John Brown died for it. He would not be released from prison. John Brown and his son would be killed because he believed strongly that people should not be slaves. So when you are going around to people and you look at them and you have a thought about them just because of the color of their skin, you have to think about John Brown, who dared to care about people who look different than him. Okay? So thank you so much, John, unless there are other things you want to share with us.
No, that's all.
So my children, there are some more people you are going to meet.
Who?
There is a famous woman. You are going to meet this famous woman.
Just read.
Name Susan.
Go to
Susan is going to do awesome things. I want you to tell me how Susan and John are alike and how they are different, okay? Are y'all ready to learn about Susan?
I am.
Come on, Susan.
All right, I guess I'm Susan
Susan.
B. Anthony.
Did you not put on your clothing?
No, it doesn't fit me anymore.
Susan has
I
been
put on a
eating.
little weight.
Ooh.
It apparently grew.
Ooh.
Frederick, it's Susan. I heard you're willing to accept it. The vote for black men and no vote for women. I know what you're thinking. I know the danger is immediate. I know black men are being hunted, beaten, and killed. I understand survival feels more urgent than principle. But Frederick, principle is survival. We fought slavery together. We promised each other universal rights, not partial rights, not just wait your turn. All means all. They're calling it the 15th Amendment now. It speaks of race, it speaks of freedom from servitude, but it does not speak of women. Not one word. Do you know what that tells the world? That women can be governed without consent, taxed without representation, silenced indefinitely. And once men have the vote, Frederick, history shows us something painful. They forget the women who helped them get there. I'm asking you, please hold the line. Tell them no amendment is complete unless it includes women. You taught this nation that rights are not handed down. They are demanded. Stand with us. Do not let them divide this movement. Do not teach our daughters that freedom comes in installments. I will not be silent. I will not wait. Some causes are worth losing friends over. Equality is one of them.
Do you know who Susan was talking to on the phone? She was talking to Frederick Douglass. Susan and Frederick were friends? Did you know that?
Nope.
They were friends. We're talking about Frederick Douglass, the significant figure from Black history. So wait a minute, let's understand this. Susan, so Frederick was going to just accept the rights for men to vote while women continued to have to be without a vote?
Guess he chose the lesser of two evils. Could only
And
choose
you
one side.
worked with Frederick? That must hurt. Susan had the same strong belief that John had. What was the strong belief called that John had? I'll give you a hint. It starts with the C. Conviction.
Conviction.
Susan had strong belief that equality could not come in installments. Do you know what that meant? Straight. All or nothing. Susan believed all or nothing. Not men, Black men vote, and women don't vote. All or nothing. Would you like to feed only your hungry stomach while all of us sit here hungry, Amaya?
No.
Would that be fair?
No.
What about you, Anaya? Would it be okay if you get a toy to play and all of us sit without a toy? Was Susan right to say to Frederick all or nothing? Was she?
No.
Yes,
She wasn't?
she
You
was.
don't think everyone should have had the right to vote?
No.
Who do you
She's the
think should have
reason
had
you
the
get to
right to
vote.
vote? I think Susan was right. Yes, she was, because Susan is gonna pave the way for you to grow up and vote.
What they were passing back then was the right for him to vote because he is a Black man, but not you, who is Black and a woman. Not me, even though I'm white. I wasn't allowed to vote because I'm a woman. She fought for the right for you and me to vote equally.
Don't you think that's the right thing to do?
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
Kind of get it now, right? It wasn't just about skin color either. It was also we were oppressed too.
Yes.
And you being Black female was even worse oppression.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Susan, for taking care of my kids.
She said.
I say we put her on a dollar.
Hey, Mama.
Put her on $1?
Sure.
They did.
We'll take Georgia.
Ah, interesting. Think about it. Susan B. Anthony was a strong woman. She fought for all of us women because women are what? Powerful.
I was gonna go with equal, but okay.
Guess who else you're gonna meet? You're gonna meet a very, very important man
Name Michael.
named Carter. Carter, are you here? Carter is here. He's gonna tell you what he's gonna teach you when you grow up.
Go, Carter.
What shall I call it? A week, a celebration, a remembrance. I've met so many brilliant minds, inventors, poets, teachers, soldiers, leaders, and yet their stories are missing from the history books. How can a person know who they are if their history is not told? Perhaps I'll call it Negro History Week. Yes, a time when schools will start a contribution, a time when children read about Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman, about scientists and writers and heroes they've never heard of before. Or what you like. That's what. Yes. The birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass fall in February. Perfect. Imagine the excitement. Children's discovering that history is bigger than they thought. That American stories is woven with courage and brilliance from every color. I've spent my life studying history, digging, researching, proving that our contributions matter. And when people began to read, when they began to understand, their pride will grow. Knowledge builds dignity. History builds identity. 1 week may become a month. 1 month may inspire generations. Yes, this will matter. This will last. Lift every voice and sing.
So before we talk to Carter, grab your little sheets.
Grab your little sheets. It's pretty.
Lift every voice and sing till the heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise as the blessing skies. Let it resound out as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. We'll pick up there a little later. So, Carter G. Woodson, he started the celebration of Black history, and it didn't start out as an entire month. Negro History Week. It was supposed to just share the contributions of other Americans. Wow! And we've allowed it to just become so much more. So if it's really Carter's intent, you just wanted us to learn about other Americans, huh? So that we felt good about ourselves and we knew that we were important and significant. Carter, you're pretty smart. So if that's what you wanted, you could have just told us that. Oh, you did. And he set aside an entire month. And not because it's the shortest month, like some people say. It's because Abraham Lincoln's birthday is in February and Frederick Douglass. That's pretty special. You're a genius. No wonder you were at Harvard. So, Carter, since that's what you wanted, let's make sure that at least a couple of inventions and things we get to talk about. Wait a minute, you did some other significant things. You invented some things when you left Harvard. You don't remember some of your inventions? Well, guess what? I remember for you. And I remember some other inventions, like that thing in the light that flashes, the traffic light. That was, what's his name? That fixture in the traffic light. Was it Garrison? I think his name is Garrison. And what about the peanuts? All of those peanuts. Remember?
The little cartoon character?
No. These were all the inventions from the peanut itself.
George Washington
There's
Carver.
been so many inventions. But see, this is why we need the extra month to focus on it, because we forget. There's so many awesome things that Americans do. We forget that everybody chips in. It's a shame I don't have internet, because I can really tell you a lot. But it's okay. Thanks, Carter.
Bye, Carter.
You know, I wonder, are there people who get mad because people grow up and become Carter? I bet they are.
Only if you're Jimmy.
And you know what? They better have someone like they better have somebody like Harriet Tubman. And Harriet, because her life is so scary, I think I'm gonna sit up there with Harriet. Come on, Harriet.
Violet, you got this.
Carter G. Woodson. But you got the peanut guy right. It was Carver. George Washington Carver invented all the things using the peanuts.
One's with a V, one's with a T. One's Carver, one's Carter.
So, Harriet, you're tired, huh? You've been in an underground railroad, I hear. Are you gonna save a lot of my kids? How are you gonna save them? Are you going to teach them about the stars? What are you gonna teach them? You gonna teach them about the North Star? Why the North Star? Is it because you can see it at night, and if you follow it, they can make it up north? Is that why you're gonna teach them that? That Harriet is just so, you're so strong. And how do you learn all of that stuff? How'd you learn all of that stuff, Harriet? You must have really, really cared about people. I bet you did. And I hear that one day, do you know what people are gonna call you? What? They're gonna call you a hero. And guess what else they're gonna call you? Moses. Because you, Harriet, you're gonna demand that the bad people let your people go. And you're gonna teach them about underground railroads. You're gonna teach them how to read the stars. You're gonna teach them all these songs that really have words that are telling them where to travel. That's what you're gonna do, Harriet, and you're gonna become awesome. And one day people are even gonna be thinking about putting you on money because you're gonna become so special in history. Do you know what, Harriet? I think you're going to be a big part of this little girl's life. This little girl who's gonna do something amazing. I bet she learned about you. What was that little girl's name that was super strong? She did a very big thing.
Rosa?
Ruby. It's Ruby. Harriet, you run back and take some more of those people up north, and I'm gonna go get Ruby Bridges to come talk to us, okay? See you later. Ruby!
Oh, yeah.
Ruby! Would you come tell us about the things you're going to do?
Okay.
Okay. Fix your shoe though, Ruby, because you're not gonna make it far. No, sit straight.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to tell you some things. Let's have the queen tell me what she wants to do.
I want to learn about you, Ruby.
Okay. I'm getting ready to read.
All right.
Hi, everybody. Wait, I think I'm on my wrong one. Wait. Hello, everybody. Please be patient. Okay. Everyone ready to learn about me? Hi, my name is Ruby Bridget. When I was 6 years old, I went to a new school, but I was the only black child there. Some people were very angry. They yelled outside the school. It was scary. I had to walk past them every day. Big helpers walked with me to keep me safe. When I got inside, the school was very quiet. and the other children stayed home. So I was the only student in my class. My teacher, Miss Henry, was kind. She taught me everything every day when I was the only one there. I prayed. I tried to be brave. I kept going to school. Soon other children came back. Things slowly got better. I was just a little girl, but I helped it change schools in America. I learned that being brave does not mean you are not scared. It means you keep going even when you are, and you can be brave too. Thank you everybody for listening to my.
Wait, Ruby, don't go so fast. We want to learn so much about you because you were awesome.
Awesome. Okay.
So was it really scary when the federal agents had to walk with you to school?
Yes, it was.
But you had an awesome teacher.
Mhm.
And how, you were in the class by yourself?
Mhm.
No other kids?
Nope.
And so your teacher must have made you feel really, really special about coming to school.
She did.
And she did a great job because look how smart you are.
I know, right?
Yes. Can you all believe how strong this little girl is?
A force to be reckoned with.
She is super strong.
Thank
And do you know that there is a man, he was the president. He was the president of the United States, and he had kids, and he, seems like he's the one who said you were going to be able to go to school with other kids because that president did not believe in separate but equal. Separate but equal is when people did supposedly the same thing, but one color of people did it here and the other color of people did it there. And the reason why separate but equal was wrong, because the people who didn't complain a lot, it was not the same quality of whatever they were getting. So this president said, no separate but equal. And the court supported him in a case called Brown versus Board of Education. I wonder what that president was thinking. Wait, do we have him here? John! JFK? That's what people called him. JFK?
Yes,
Are you here?
yes, I am.
Ruby, go sit and let Mr. John come talk to us.
Let's see what Mr. John has to say. I got another voice for you guys.
Don't know if I could follow that.
You better try it.
Just do a curtsy on the way out.
We all know you.
Mr. President.
Yeah,
No.
I've just got through writing a letter to my children. And I wanted to read it. My dear children, if you are reading this, you may wonder why I'm not home for dinner. Being president is not simply a title. It is a responsibility. I accepted this role knowing it would require sacrifice, including time away from you. But I want you to understand why. A nation must strive for equality, for civil rights, for justice. No child in America should be denied opportunity because of race. No citizen should be silenced I work each day, not only for our family, but for every American family. I love you dearly, and I hope one day you will understand that leadership is service. With all my love, Daddy.
Do you know that just like John Brown, JFK wasn't gonna make it home that night because he believed that Ruby Bridges should be able to go to school with all of the children. And he believed, and he called Americans to consider that we had to treat people right. You know what that's called?
Equal rights?
Equal rights. But his address to America was called what? Who has internet? You have internet?
I do.
Would you pull up the historical portion of the Civil Rights Address? JFK had something, we talked about this word. It starts with the C. Do we remember that word? Yes, Michael. Conviction. Conviction. He too had conviction. Do you notice that all these people in history have conviction? Carter G. Woodson had conviction. Ruby Bridges had conviction. Harriet Tubman had conviction. John Brown had conviction. I think conviction is a leadership skill. What do you think? Do you have conviction about something?
What does that mean?
Conviction means you believe in it so strongly that it's the right thing that you're willing to die for it.
I believe that everyone gets a second chance.
You believe in second chances. That is a very good conviction. What about you, Anaya?
Give me
Harriet? What do you feel? What do you have? What conviction do you have? Huh? I've seen you with a strong conviction. You believe that you are your brother's keeper. Do you believe in taking care of your little sister? You are convicted about family, about being a big sister. We watch you every day do it. What about you, ma'am? Do you have something, you have a strong conviction?
Part of the questions.
What's one of your strong convictions? I probably need to work on that conviction too. What about you, Carter G. Wilson? A strong conviction you have in your second job as Michael? I think you have a strong conviction about fun time. You are strongly convicted that every child should have fun time. Yes. Hold on. Okay. So, before we do the last one, listen. I want y'all to listen to this.
This afternoon, following a series of threats and defiant statements, the President of Alabama National Guardsmen was required on the University of Alabama to carry out the final and unequivocal order of the United States District Court of the Northern District of Alabama. That order called for the admission of two clearly qualified young Alabama residents who happen to have been born Negro. That they were admitted peacefully on the campus is due in good measure to the conduct of the students of the University of Alabama, who met their responsibilities in a constructive way. I hope that every American, regardless of where he lives, will stop and examine his conscience about this and other related incidents. This nation was founded by men of many nations and backgrounds. It was founded on the principle that all men are created equal, and that the rights of every man are diminished when the rights of one man are threatened. Today we are committed to a worldwide struggle to promote and protect the rights of all who wish to be free. And when Americans are sent to Vietnam or West Berlin, we do not ask for whites only. It ought to be possible, therefore, for American students of any color to attend any public institution they select without having to be backed up by troops. It ought to be possible for American consumers of any color to receive equal service in places of public accommodation, such as hotels and restaurants, and theaters and retail stores, without being forced to resort to demonstrations in the street. And it ought to be possible for American citizens of any color to register and to vote in a free election without interference or fear of reprisal. It ought to be possible, in short, for every American to enjoy the privileges of being American without regard to his race or his color. In short, every American ought to have the right to be treated as he would wish to be treated, as one would wish his children to be treated. But this is not the case. The Negro baby born in America today, regardless of the section of the state in which he is born, has about 1/2 as much chance of completing a high school as a white baby, born in the same place on the same day. 1/3 as much chance of completing college. 1/3 as much chance of becoming a professional man. Twice as much chance of becoming unemployed. About 1/7 as much chance of earning $10,000 a year. A life expectancy which is 7 years shorter, and the prospects of earning only half as much. This is not a sectional issue. Difficulties over segregation and discrimination exist in every city, in every state of the Union, producing in many cities a rising tide of discontent that threatens the public safety. Nor is this a partisan issue. In a time of domestic crisis, men of goodwill and generosity should be able to unite regardless of party or politics. This is not even a legal or legislative issue alone. It is better to settle these matters in the courts than on the streets, and new laws are needed at every level. But law alone cannot make men see right. We are confronted primarily with a moral issue. It is as old as the scriptures, and it is as clear as the American Constitution. The heart of the question is whether all Americans are to be afforded equal rights and equal opportunities. Whether we are going to treat our fellow Americans as we want to be treated. If an American, because his skin is dark, cannot eat lunch in a restaurant open to the public, if he cannot send his children to the best public school available, if he cannot vote for the public officials who represent him, if in short he cannot enjoy the full and free life which all of us want, then who among us would be content to have the color of his skin changed and stand in his place? Who among us would then be content with the counsels of patience and delay? 100 years of delay have passed since President Lincoln freed the slaves, yet their heirs, their grandsons, are not fully free. They are not yet freed from the bonds of injustice. They are not yet freed from social and economic oppression. And this nation, for all its hopes and all its hopes, will not be fully free until all its citizens are free. We preach freedom around the world, and we mean it. And we cherish our freedom here at home. But are we to say to the world, and much more importantly, to each other, that this is a land of the free, except for the Negroes? That we second-class citizens, except Negroes. We have no class or caste system, no ghettos, no master race, except with respect to Negroes. Now the time has come for this nation to fulfill its promise. The events in Birmingham and elsewhere.
So,
Why are you crying?
why am I crying? Because JFK, guess what color he was? Sorry, he was white.
I heard
JFK was white. Guess what color his children were?
White.
Guess what color his wife was at home?
White.
But what did he tell America?
There should be no difference.
Should be no difference. And I'm crying because I wish that people understood and appreciated the history of all America. And what makes it great is that all of us have the ability to learn. But if we ignore the history, then we're not learning. And all of these people who have died so that we all have an opportunity to learn from each other, they did so in vain. So my hero is JFK, because he could have said, I'm gonna go home and make sure that my son and daughter get this gift that I promised them, or that my wife sees me, but he didn't. He stood with conviction, and as a result of it, he was killed. And he was killed so that each of you had rights. And I just hope that as we grow in America, we understood how valuable the life is that other people gave so that we can live. So, our next character is none other than a woman. Well, she's actually a little girl who is going to tell us about how beautiful our America is. Is Vanessa here? Is Vanessa here?
Hello, speak up.
Vanessa, would you please come tell us about yourself? On the couch, please. You're so pretty. And you're smart too, I hear. Did you do something special? What special thing did you do?
I always save people.
You always save people?
I need to get closer. Take the chair.
Tell us how you save people. Yes, when you see trouble, yes, you tell people all the time that they can be just as pretty as anyone else and smart as anyone else. And I hear you have a beautiful singing voice. Do you? How do you sing so well? Do you have to practice? You do. And I hear that you walk very, very pretty. You have a very pretty walk. And that you're a very good actress. And you're very smart. And that you sit up nice and tall and you go to schools and you tell everybody how special they are. What are you going to grow up and be? Yes, you are. And what are you going to grow up and be in America that you're going to be the first person that looks like you to become that? Huh?
I'm gonna be strong.
Yes, you're going to be strong. And why do you have that big old crown over there on your dresser? That big crown that they had put on your head when you were standing on stage? Why did you get that crown?
What crown?
The one that they gave you when they told you you were Miss America.
Yeah.
You remember now? Yes, you got that big old crown on your head because you were Miss America.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
We are so glad you did. And we can only imagine all the people who helped you feel confident enough to do that. Thank you so much for growing up and being so pretty and so smart. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, on our exit, we're going to have some nice tribal music so that we can all get up and dance.
Boy.
Did you already video your pet show?
I'm still.
While I'm getting this, anybody want to share any stories? Any stories?
Well, I can say that I heard that speech that we just listened in person.
Well, you're supposed to be the one who said it.
Well,
You didn't hear it in person, you delivered it.
I did.
Oh, wow.
And I remember exactly what I was doing when he was shot.
Oh, you meant you actually really heard it. Okay, gotcha.
Watching the movie in Germany and the attic, got the word that he had been shot. November 21st, 1963.
22nd, 1963.
1963. Couldn't believe it.
That means you're old.
Well, you were 3.
Yeah,
No, you were 2. Mom was 3.
only 2 at that time. But, yep. He was a great man. And of course, people don't think about it now, but you had the Cuban crisis back in 1962. And whenever it came about, we averted World War III because we was right there on the brink. Very much on the brink. Russia had missiles in Cuba. We blockaded Cuba. And Nikita Khrushchev and JFK, they worked it out, but both countries were ready, primed and ready. And that was one of the reasons I joined the military. Or the reason.
It's really the beauty of America is that if people take the time to talk to their neighbors, they learn so much.
Yep.
We've been fortunate enough to have Quakers locally, which should be discussed in every Black history opportunity to be educated. It's just such a rich history that as much as people may say we don't advance, the fact that we're all here is proof that we have advanced. And I just live every day like I am grateful, because I am grateful. I'm grateful to be around people who have learned. There's old saying, remember Coach Anders?
Yes.
Coach Anders used to say, iron sharpens iron. You can't be better if you sit around dumb people. And so we are proof that we are good people. Iron sharpens iron. You can't do better if you don't know better. But when you know better, you must do better. And so we've just got to remember to keep doing better, to keep being better. You got to go out of your way we all get busy, to spend time learning from other people, because they're just full of such rich history. It's just, I mean, everyone has a story that would just amaze you. But you gotta take the time to dig, pull those layers off, because no one has any insignificance. No one is totally insignificant. You know, everybody has something to share. You just gotta get to it. So, these young people have an opportunity to do some things, to go further than we were able to do. But in order to do that, you gotta learn about all these people that were here before you, and you get to take what they mastered to the next level. And that is really, really special, because we have some awesome, awesome people in history. So let's close out with some,
I just like to say to the young people that John F. Kennedy and his brothers and Martin Luther King and all those open doors, and here comes Obama, so they have an opportunity that we would never ever have. So it's out there, educate yourself, believe in God, and go for it.
Absolutely.
I'm waiting for the first woman president.
I'm trying to get.
They had a vice president so far, so.
It's the truth, you know.
Thank you.
Enjoy the libraries. They are full of adventures. They are really cool, and you know, we get to visit the library over in Live Oak and White Springs. They have just become so much more than just books. It's so hands-on, and talk to the people in the library.
Yeah.
Some of them are a lot of knowledge, a lot
We're
of
doing-
insight.
We're doing the same thing Friday at the Live Oak Library, for those that want to go,
Absolutely,
participate.
absolutely.
Oh, we have a choice.
No, no. So,
I was gonna make a comment, but it wouldn't have been right.
So I know what you okay.
No, I was gonna say it's because we're white, we don't have a choice.
There you go. Whatever works.
Did you know that sugar combined with cinnamon and apple
okay,
cider
y'all,
vinegar can make
get
you
up and
forget
move your
whoever had
chairs,
tattoo?
push your
This is the
chairs back,
strangest
and we're
method
getting
I've
ready
ever
to
seen.
jam along.